to the top of the morning show. It is your girl Titi from the D. Happy Friday, everybody. TGIF. It is going to be a wonderful weekend because I'm claiming it. There's so much going on, and we are in the land of the living. I want to send positive vibes and love out to those that are mourning and those that are going through struggles, those that are actually entering a season where it's a little tough because of the time of the year that we're embarking upon. Clearly aware that we have a lot of people that are missing their loved ones around this time of the year, whether it is a spouse, a child, a family member, a parent, a sibling, a friend. There's so much going on in the world in which we live that we have to be mindful that everything isn't peaches and cream, right? We are in a season where people are not all right, mixed with high emotions that have manifested from this debacle of an election that we recently experienced. So much going on. There's a lot of hurt, a lot of resentment, a lot of anger, a lot of frustration. But let's add some joy to be alive, even when we aching and paining. And I know that's improper English for all of my friends that are educators. Even when we going through, it can always be worse. It could always be worse. There's always somebody out there that would be happy to swap places with you in a minute, even in your worst times. What you consider to be terrible would be a breeze for them. I want us to think about what we have, what we want, what we need to do to be able to achieve the desires of our heart. Every day we wake up, we assume that tomorrow will come. But nothing is guaranteed when it comes to life. Not your struggles, not your victories, not your triumphs, not your happy days, not your sad days. All you can hope for is the best. Prepare for not so good days. We don't know what tomorrow may bring. We don't know what the next moment may bring. We still got to get through this day. So right to hope and dream and plan realistically, optimistically. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't want you to feel like I'm saying, oh, you need to live in fear or you need to not worry about or not say worry, but you don't want to look at life and say, hey, I'm afraid to be happy. I'm not saying that. And I don't want you to look and say, am I saying you're supposed to be sad? I'm not saying that neither. Not at all. I want us to look at life and just realize how much of a gift it is. Because people are going through. People are definitely going through. When you look at how to be thankful, there's ways to keep track. Be thankful for you. Getting up and setting out with purpose in your heart. It's not easy for everybody. It's not easy. And people go through feeling lonely, depressed, sad during the holidays. You might say, yeah. I'm going to share with you this morning, for those of you that may be going through any of those feelings that I mentioned, a few ways to look at life at this time of the year, because November and December is hard for a lot of people I know. This is our first Christmas, our first Thanksgiving not having our mother here in Michigan. It's going to be the first New Year's that she'll be bringing in the New Year's in another state. Christmas, we always see our mother. Take her gifts, or she comes by, we'll pick her up, and my sister might cook, and we'll go to my sister's house. As of the last couple of years, Mom kind of just played it like, I'm going to just stay in, and y'all can bring me something to eat. I don't feel like coming out, things of that nature. But it's still different knowing that we can't just drive over to her house. She ain't going to be calling and saying, hey, what you cooking? She'll be out there with my sister and my brother as she is adjusting to living in Arizona. So it's like, it's going to be tough for us too. But then you got some people that you can't pick up the phone and call. They've left this life. So when loneliness becomes a big concern for you, I want you to think about something. Some of y'all will say, I ain't going nowhere for the holiday. I'm going to chill and be on my own, do my own thing. And that's okay. But if you do choose to do that, do something that you like to do. Grab a good book, make sure you eat a good meal, or set up some movies. There's so many movies streaming right now. You won't have a hard time doing that. But make sure that you do something that brings joy to you. Another thing you can do is use your loneliness as motivation to do something new. Have a strong conversation with a complete stranger in passing. You'd be surprised when you're out shopping, or you might go to the cider mill, or you just never know, shopping, whatever, and strike up a small little conversation. You might be the only person that spoke to that person all day, all week. You never know. Exchanging a smile with others also is a beautiful thing to do. Not only for you, because smiling is great. You don't know who you can be uplifting from just your smile. Another thing you could do, reach out to people that you love and you care about, that you may not have talked to in a couple of weeks, couple of months. Send them a quick text or an email, holiday email, or quick phone call. They don't have to be long, drawn out. Let them know you're thinking about them. Wish them a happy holiday. If you are a person that don't mind giving up some of your time, there are plenty of places that can use great volunteers like yourself. An elderly person or a sick and shut-in person, I'm sure would appreciate your presence, even if you sat in quietness. Just not being alone, especially during the holidays. But I will tell you this. If you're feeling sad and very blue and heavy, and none of those things sound interesting, you don't want to go with family and friends, you don't want to do anything. You don't even want to get out of the bed half the time. I would tell you to go see a counselor. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes it's some of the best things we can do by starting right at home, taking care of ourselves, especially during the holiday. This is when thoughts will creep into your mind if you allow them. Well, We are about a week away from Thanksgiving. And people got plenty of things to do. Prepare for family coming to visit or you being the family that's going to visit. I just want you to be mindful that you are blessed. No matter what stage of life you're in, you're blessed. Whatever it is you choose to do it with purpose. Do it with joy in your heart. Until the next time we leave footprints across the sun, it is your girl TT from the D, and I'll see you soon.